Okay. Are we live? I think we're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the EP09 live stream for the 2025 Italy Pro. I know I'm a little bit late. A lot of people are actually having issues with the live stream right now, but I was actually able to message them on Instagram, and they did end up getting me a link so that I could purchase the show and watch it. So that is absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much to the IFBB Pro Italy for that. But yeah, right now on stage we have the wellness division. Just waiting for the men's open, you guys. Men's open is up next, so should not be long now. Yeah, I think we'll just wait for the men to get on and see what we can do. If you're new here, please be sure to like and subscribe to EP09 Bodybuilding. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm going to make sure that I actually am live here. Looks like everything is everything's working. Perfect. Perfect. Guys, let me know who you have winning this show in the chat. As always, I will be bringing you some screenshots as this show does progress. Again, we're just going through the wellness right now. Actually, I can update that on stage. Should be for the categories. Men's Open is not on yet, unfortunately, but it will be shortly. Right now, it is indeed wellness. But I'm sure that it will not be long now. It will not be long now. They're just going through the individual routines for the wellness right now, you guys. Yeah, thankfully I was able to get a stream. And it wasn't just me, you guys. If you're having issues with the stream right now, it is not just you. It is everybody out there. Everybody is having issues with the stream. So really, really unfortunate. Yeah, I see that the women are still on stage, but it will not be long. Will not be long. Again, thank you everybody for being here. You guys get into the chat. Let me know. I'm going to put up a poll. See who everybody has winning the Italy Pro. I was kind of back and forth on this myself, and I'll show you guys a couple of pictures if we are going to be waiting, any extended period of time here, especially when it comes to Urs Kalaczynski in particular. I honestly think it was a mistake for Urs to jump into this show. I don't think that it is going to go extremely well for him, unfortunately. He just doesn't look big enough to me, you guys, honestly. I just don't see him placing very high in this show. I do think that the move to open was good for Urs, but I just don't see it paying off for him, for this show. 2026? Yeah, later 2026. But as of right now, like I said, I'll show you guys a couple of pictures if you didn't catch my latest YouTube video from this morning. Give me a minute and I'll see about bringing some of that up. I want to get some of the... I just want to get this poll up, actually. So who's it going to be? Is it going to be Quint Beastwood? Is it going to be Mark Hector? Mark Hector's looking good right now. Sergio Olivia. A lot of people think it could be Sergio that takes home the win here. And he is looking to be at his best. I will say that. Sergio does look to be at his best. Looks like they're doing the comparisons now for the wellness. Josh Sanch in the chat, Bodybuilding News Network. Has Urs fixed his arms to be competitive? No, I don't think he has, actually. So I think Urs is going to be, at best, maybe 4th or 5th. I'm going to guess that he's going to be... Well, I don't know, because Amir hasn't had the best season either, you guys, being completely honest. It hasn't been his best season as of right now. So I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one. On the chat. Gonna bring the chat back up for you guys. There you go. Chat is on. Try to get the chat squared away sometimes. Yeah, I don't think that this is going to be the best showing for Urs, unfortunately. But look, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let me see about bringing up something here on what I had earlier from Urs. Because, like I said, I was not overly impressed. Now, there was a fan that actually found Urs on the street and posted it to his story, which is where I found these pictures. See if I can find it again. It was kind of a last minute live stream that I was going to do for you guys. Yeah, there we go. So, look, this was Urs basically a day out. Okay. And I don't know about you guys, but I am not overly impressed with what I'm seeing here. You know, I'm not overly impressed at all. And this is in terms of the Open. You know, Urs is a ridiculous competitor. There's no getting around it. You know, Urs, I think, can do very well in the future. But I just don't think that he has enough right now. I just don't. John Livia in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, John? John says, this is the best bodybuilding channel on YouTube. Next is Serious and Silliness. Yeah. So John is in Vegas right now, and John is probably under the influence. So although he's definitely correct that this is the best bodybuilding, just messing with you, John. Thank you for being here, dude. Appreciate you being here. Everybody go follow Serious and Silliness. Awesome channel over there. Really enjoy going on John's chats. Kai says, a bit much to expect from Urs, a top placing here after deciding a few weeks out of Classic Mr. Olympia to switch to Open. He had only a few weeks of prep so far. I absolutely agree. Yeah, I absolutely agree. I don't think that this is going to fare out well for him, unfortunately. I wish it would, but I don't see it happening. I just don't. Like I said, 2026, different story altogether. Looking at the poll so far, Quint Beastwood with 41%. 41%. Mir Omaragic or Urs and 32%. Interesting. Interesting. I miss John Livia's olive oil voice and Ginny chart. You're right about me being under the influence. Of course I am. You're in Vegas. And that's exactly how it should be right now. Still doing the individual comparisons, you guys, in the wellness, but it will be very soon, I think, that we will get to the Open. And you guys, this is going to be a really, really good lineup. I have another, I have another picture of hers that kind of gives you a little bit more of an idea of what it is that we're really seeing from him right now. So again, I mean, you guys tell me, what do you think? I don't think that this is, I don't think this is going to do it. No, I just don't think this is going to do it. I miss, Big Henson, thanks for putting on this watch along, bro. Red Loop, what's going on, man? What's going on? Yeah, I actually wasn't gonna, but everybody seems to be having such issue with doing the stream right now. Like the Italy Pro website having major issues. So I said, you know what? I'll jump on. I'll do what I can. I will give you guys some screen captures once we get to the Men's Open, which we should be there very soon. Thank you guys for being here, as always. Couple of housekeeping things. If you guys have been following the Bodybuilding Breakdown, appreciate that very much. I will be appearing on Lee Priest's Unfiltered podcast in the very near future. We're recording this, actually, we're recording today in about 6 hours. There you go. Ron Harris also started a podcast called the Meathead Podcast, and he invited me on the premiere episode with that. Also with Lee Priest, actually, and with the host of the Overcome podcast. So it's an honor, honestly. I've been watching Ron for years, and I'm very happy to be to be asked to join his podcast. Really looking forward to that stuff. You guys can stay tuned for that. Give you guys a little bit more insight on how these guys are looking right now. I've got the latest physique updates of some of these top competitors aside from Urs. Just check this out here. This is a really good one, I think. Not what I meant to do. Undo that. For the individual, I will bring up the latest from Amir Omaragic at 1 day out. You guys, this is really something, you know. This is really something. Amir hasn't been having the best season so far, I will say that. But for what we are seeing from Amir in this picture, quite encouraging. Typically, we do see Amir Omaragic come in with very, very good conditioning. You know, that's one of the reasons that he placed top 3 in almost every show that he did in 2024. But as of right now, I'm just not seeing it, unfortunately. When it comes to Amir, definitely seeing the conditioning here. I think that he does have a very good chance of placing ahead of Urs, which, without question, will be a bit of a feather in his cap. This guy just needs more muscle, you know, is what it comes down to. He just needs more muscle. When he finally gets it, he's going to be a very, very dangerous guy when it comes to the men's open. But right now, it's just more muscle. Conditioning, no issue. But this guy's like 26, you know? He's like 26. He has a ton of time. Ridiculous amount of time. Red Loop said, I voted Quinton, but it could go many different ways. Lars says, hi, I got Mark Hector winning, then Quinton, then Urs, then Sergio. Okay, interesting. I like it. Yeah, I like it. Looks like, I don't know what call out they're doing for the wellness, you guys, but it is getting down to the bitter end for the wellness. All the respect to the women, of course, but we are, we're here for the men's open. Kai says, I speak German, and from all I've seen over the last few years, this was an ad hoc decision. His coach said a few weeks ago, it's really sad you lose all that muscle now. Yeah, and that's the thing that Urs has been saying. We're seeing more and more classic competitors actually come out and say those things, you know? The weight drop that they have to do is just ridiculous, you know? To the point where they're stripping away muscle. We've seen Ramon Dino has come out to say the same thing, that he plans on going open someday because the massive weight drop that he has to do, I mean, just ridiculous, you know? So, but here's the thing. Perhaps there could be a lesson learned from Urs that taking the time to put on the size to be competitive. And we're talking about guys like Urs, guys like Ramon. These are the best in classic, okay? They are among the elite in classic physique. You don't want to get on an open stage and be any less than that. I'm not saying they got to come in and be first call out at their first Olympia, but you at least have to be able to come in and I think be in contention to win a pro show on an open stage. Take the time, get it right, put on the size, you know? Do I think Ramon can do well in the open? I think it's possible. Same thing with Urs. I think Urs could do well in the open. Now, taking a look at the latest from Mark Hector. I mean, not bad, you know, not bad at all. I think Mark Hector is an underrated bodybuilder, and I think that he can do very, very well in this show. Do I have him winning the show? No, I do not. If I really had to guess, I would say that Quint Beastwood is probably going to win this show. But when it comes to second or third, that's going to be a tough one to call between Mark Hector and Sergio Oliva. The Red Loop says, Amir should close that space behind his back in the side try. Lets us see his super thick midsection. Yeah, he needs to learn how to pose that better, I feel. You know, I don't think he poses that very well. A lot of guys don't hit the side tricep very well. A lot of guys don't. Kai says, so Urz's coach was lamenting the muscle loss due to the classic weight limit. Yeah, understandable. You know, understandable. Urs is 270 off-season lean. Urs is 270 off-season lean? Well, then Urs is going to have to get up to 300 off-season lean to be competitive with the best of the best out there, in my opinion. Lara says, even if you are open, you should never be 20 to 30 pounds over stage weight. Anything over that is fat. I think that the scale does not matter nearly as much as people think. I just think that from what I'm seeing right now, the size is just not there. So take that for what it is, you guys. Take that for what it is. One of the more recent physique updates from Sergio Oliva Jr. I think a lot of people have seen this update. Excellent. You know, this is the best he's looked in, I don't even know how long. You know, it's been quite some time since Sergio Oliva Jr. has looked any kind of decent compared to this. I can't tell you what the difference has been. From some of the interviews that I've seen, I think that he just cares less about what people think now, and it took some mental stress off of him. Is probably part of it. We'll see if he shows up on stage in any kind of reminiscent form of what we're seeing here. But he is excellent. You know, there's no getting around it. Okay, we are getting close, I think, to the men's open, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're getting very close. So again, get to the poll, you guys. Let me know who you have winning the Italy Pro. This is going to be a fantastic lineup, you guys. I'm really, really looking forward to these guys getting on stage. And, you know, I mentioned it in my video that I put out this morning as well. This has been an oddball season in the sense of even these later quarter show, like this is the fourth quarter of the season for the open division. And these shows are still very competitive with some very big names, you know, very, very excellent season in 2025. I think more exciting than 2024. Black Patron. What's going on, Black Patron? I think open bodybuilders focusing too much on size is a double-edged sword. Just look at Raphael after he blew up. He's had issues just getting to shows now due to ruining his digestion. There's definitely some sort of a balance that these guys need to find when it comes to putting on the size. Take the time. Do it right, you know? Don't affect your health is the big thing. And Rafael Brandao now out of the 2025 Mr. Olympia recently announced. Hater says, when will the show start, bro? Well, the show has started, and we're minutes away, I think, from the men's open taking the stage. Minutes. Bodybuilding News Network Sanch says, scale means nothing in open. It's all about the look. I agree. Take the time to get it right. Urs said he will be 260 on stage at this show. So, again, the scale means nothing. Means nothing. The look is what it comes down to. Scale can be an indicator, but not the number one indicator. Rich B, what's going on, Rich? Longtime follower of the channel, as well as Black Patron, Red Loop, same idea. Appreciate you guys being here. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. My opinion on Theo Laguerrier, I believe you mean. I did not like Theo last year. I think he looks much better this year. I think that he's got a chance to do very well. We'll see how he does. You know, we'll see how he does. So, looks like the women's wellness have exited the stage, and it looks like we will be moving on to the men's open. Ladies and gentlemen, it will not be long now. It will not be long now, indeed. Let's check out the results of the poll so far. Quint Beastwood with 37%, either Amir or Urs with 46%. I'm going to assume that people think that's going to be Urs. No? Oh, let's see. Let's see. Yep, we've got the men's open coming on stage now, you guys. Men's open is on stage. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. This is what we've been waiting for. So, who do we got? Tim Budesheim on stage. Yeah, Lewis Breed on stage. Looks huge. You know, looks absolutely massive. But he's pulling a good vacuum. I'll give him that. Yeah, he is pulling a good vacuum. Okay. Okay. Tim Budesheim making his return to the stage as well. Looks pretty good. You know, I got to say, he looks pretty good. Is it going to be enough to make first call out at this show? I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that in particular. We'll see. We will see about that. Back double. Yeah, Lewis Breed is shredded, you guys. Absolutely shredded. He looks fantastic. But again, the midsection, I think, is really what's going to hurt him. Yeah, let me bring up a picture of just the show for you guys so far. Good vacuum, like I said, from Lewis Breed. Make the chat a little bit smaller here. Need to get to the categories. Categories on stage right now is the men's open. Men's open on stage. Actually letting these guys do a little bit of a pose down for this call out. That's kind of weird, but okay. Whatever works. Whatever works. Let me just get this straightened away. Show you guys what I'm looking at. And again, I'll try and get some better shots. But yeah, just to kind of focus in on Lewis Breed and Tim Budesheim. Again, these are screenshots, guys, so take them for what they are. Okay, next up, who do we have on stage now? Who's on stage? Who's on stage? Mark Hector on stage. Quint Beastwood on stage. Okay, here we go. Urs Kalaczynski on stage. Urs doesn't look too bad. Quarter turn. Looks like Quint Beastwood is not as shredded as I would have hoped, but it's hard to tell right now. We'll see for the individuals. Urs looks pretty good. Urs looks pretty good right now, I gotta say. Interesting. Very interesting. Back double. Mark Hector looks really good in this back double as well. Quarter turn. And I'll get you guys a shot here in a second. Urs doesn't really look small here. I'm gonna say so far. He's tall compared to some of these other guys. As tall as Quint Beastwood. All right, let's see. His camera's cutting off Quint Beastwood, unfortunately, but okay. Oh, isn't this interesting? Yeah, very interesting. Looks like there might be problems with the stream. Stream is having some problems. See if we can fix it. I did grab some screen captures, you guys, but just hold on right 1 second. See if I can get this back up and running. I'll bring up a screen capture of what I did find, what I was able to get. Da-da-da-da. There we go. Just give me a second on the stream itself. You guys can see Urs Kalachinsky far off to this left-hand side. And look, I'll just zoom in on Urs for a second. Give you guys an idea of what I'm seeing here. Doesn't necessarily look small. I'll say that. Yeah, I'll say that right now. Give me a second to get the stream back up and running here, you guys. Don't know why it went down, but they have been having issues, so. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Urs Kalachinsky so far. I'll bring up another one here momentarily. Okay, it's making me re-enter a password, so just give me a second and I'll see if I can pull that off. Let me see. Yeah, they've been having real problems with this stream. Real unfortunate. Let's see, for Gmail. Here I am. Give me 1 second, you guys. It says that I should have a password, but it hasn't sent me any password yet. Let me just double check here again. Let's see. Okay, I'll bring you guys up another picture anyway of what I do have aside from hers. Let's see. I also have. Let's see. There's another one of hers from the back. Don't want to make this just about hers, but it's the one that you can really see quite well. But I'll bring up everybody else here. Really sucks that stream had to go down. But I'll see if I can get it back. And this is what we have for now. Again, Quint Beastwood kind of... Yeah, he didn't get cut off there. That's good. So Quint from the back, you've got Mark Hector right next to him, and Urs down to the very end on the left. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Just trying to get this stream back. It's just not letting me do it. Either completed payment or this checkout session is timeout. Okay, well, that's good. How about, what my link? It's not any of these. Come on. It's got to be here. Sorry about this, guys. I don't understand. Like I said, they've been having problems with the stream all day. It's quite frustrating, actually. But I'll try and get it back up here. See. Said that I purchased it. I know I purchased it. Okay, let me bring up another shot for you guys anyway. So I did get another one. Might be a simple quarter turn, but we have it. And again, you can see the size comparison with a lot of these guys. Clint Beastwood, especially, and Mark Hector. I think Mark Hector actually looks like he's more conditioned than Clint Beastwood is. But first from the front, not bad for conditioning. Not bad at all. Let's see. Should have another email here with my password, but I don't. It may have sent to another one of my emails. I don't think so, though. Let me see again. Okay, but I've already purchased that. So if I've already purchased it, then why is it not sending me the email address with the link? Just hold on 1 second, guys. Two. Oh, it says that no, I've definitely paid for it, so I expect to get it. Primary. This is incredibly frustrating when I've already paid for this stream. I'm going to keep working at it until I get it going. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to message them the show again. See if I can get this back up and running for you guys. Sorry about the delay here, you guys. Like I said, this stream has been having issues from the second that they started streaming it. It doesn't work, I'm going to be getting my money back, I'll tell you that. Just give me a minute and I'll see if I can find it. Actually, just for fun, what I'll do is I'll see if I can find something when it comes to the official photographer of the show, if he has anything up yet. Not as of yet, but hopefully soon. Yeah, hopefully soon. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to copy this link. Try opening it in my desktop. See if I can make that work. Because this is ridiculous. Should 100% be working right now, and it's not. But I'll get it back. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Am I coming back? Maybe coming back. Yeah, this event is private. Enter password. It doesn't send me a password to enter. That's the issue, is that it's not giving me a password to enter. This is ridiculous. I can't understand what's happening here. I've purchased the stream. It says that the event is private and that I need a password. I'll see if I can make it work, though. Can I share the payments? Yeah, I can. I'm just speaking with the show now so that I can confirm that I actually did pay for this. Okay. Oh, okay. It gave me the password. I think I might be back up and running. Do I got it? Ha! I got it. Okay. Mark Hector currently on stage, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Hector is on. Ooh, is he on? Let me get you guys a shot of Mark Hector right now. Mark Hector. Looking pretty damn good, I gotta say. These are just screenshots, you guys take it for what it is. But here we are. We are back. Mark Hector. Looking pretty damn good. All right. Finally got this stream working, you guys. I apologize. My God. Unbelievable. But we're back up and running. Mark Hector, I think looking to be what I expected, overall. I think this is what we were expecting Mark Hector to look like. And yeah, he looks very, very good. Conditioning wise, I think the shoulders are definitely there. He's got crazy round shoulders, man. Really good proportions through the arms. Does need more size in the quads overall, but I think that I think this is a very, very good look for Mark Hector. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. You guys let me know what you think about Mark Hector. And we'll get another competitor on stage here, see what we're gonna have. This is actually a pretty decent sized lineup, so I'm not exactly sure who a lot of these competitors are by name anyway. I'm not exactly sure by name. But just goes to show, don't quit. Matthias Hallway, I think he said, is coming on stage, which in alphabetical order, that means that Urs Kalachinsky will be on here soon. Just let me know if, in particular, some of these competitors. I'll bring up a shot of them, though. Let's see. Okay. Matthias Hallway. Not bad. Not bad at all. Good arms, actually. Good arms. Good detail through the quads. Very good, actually. Yep, very good. Yeah, Mark does look really good. The lighting is making most competitors look bad. Not the greatest lighting that I've seen at a show, not going to lie. Good call, Black Patron. But, not the worst I've seen either. Not the worst. I guess a really good conditioning from this guy. Really good. Bring up another shot. Decent, anyway. Definitely decent. Let's see. Too many tabs open. There we go. Okay. Next up, I think it might be, if they're going in alphabetical order. Oh, Canadian. Cool. Jose Caleta, I think he said. That's quite the strut on stage, man. I gotta say. Surprised I don't know this guy, him being Canadian. Kind of rushing through his poses. Decent conditioning. Most of these guys that are thick like this are going to be really good through the side. And he actually is. Yeah, he actually is. Here, I'll bring up another shot. Don't need to have this open right now. Let me bring up another one. Individual. Really good side chest, I gotta say, I don't think he'll be a factor in this show, but good to see a Canadian making the journey overseas. All right. I think next is going to be Urs, you guys. And from what I saw in the initial quarter turns, not bad. Here we go. Urs Kalachinsky taking the stage. Taking the stage. Let's see it. This could be interesting. This could be very interesting. Okay. Conditioning looks good. He's not rushing his poses. Wouldn't expect him to. Lats look good from the front. Okay. Pretty good side chest. He still needs more arms, though. I'll get a few pictures and put it up here for you guys. See the back double. Back double. He's shaking a bit in his posing. Looks like he's holding a bit of water maybe through the back. He's really shaking. Now remember, the back lat spread is not something that is in classic physique, so yeah, didn't expect him to be extremely good when it comes to that. He's not hitting the most muscular. Oh, come on, Urs. No most muscular? Come on, bro. Here. Urs Kalachinsky, ladies and gentlemen. There's your front double for Urs. Theo Laguerre, you're now taking the stage. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Yeah, no one looks spot on. I agree, Black Patron. I agree, actually. No one does look spot on here. It must be the lighting. Yeah, Theo Laguerre, you're still lacking through the arms. He actually came in and won, I believe it was either France or Japan last year, and was not a. I mean, look, he made it to the Olympia, but I wasn't overly impressed with him then, and I don't really think I am now. Don't really think I am now. Here, side chest for Urs. Better than what I thought it would be. I'll put it that way. Better than what I thought it would be. Do I think Urs can win? No. I don't think so. No. I want to see Sergio. I really want to see Sergio. Give you another shot of Urs. Let's see. So back lat spread again, not something that is in classic physique. So this would be a new one for him on stage. Not bad. Not a lot of detail though, and this is why I'm not sure how Urs is going to do. Doesn't have that razor sharp conditioning that we saw with him in classic, and I guess that's to be expected, you know, with the amount of muscle mass that he does have here. So yeah, not unexpected, I guess, to be in this kind of shape. I do think that he's bigger than what I was expecting, though. I will say that. Abs and thigh. And again, he didn't hit a most muscular. I mean, you're in the open now, dude. You have got to be hitting that most muscular. I'm actually disappointed that he didn't hit that. I don't know about you guys, but I am. I'm disappointed that he didn't hit it. Theo Laguerre, you're exiting the stage. Do I think Urs has not enough mass? Yeah, that's exactly what I think. Yeah, that's exactly what I think. I got a Black Patron says I got a feeling Urs focused a bit too much on coming in big. Well, you can focus on it, you know, and that should be his main focus for his off season. But for this, no. Like I've never seen Urs really shake the way that he did on stage, and he was shaking pretty bad. First call out at least, yeah, absolutely. I think he's definitely taken first call out. But front lat spread. Again, the conditioning factor for Urs, concentrating on coming in big. Yeah, you got to have the muscle. Oh, you really got to have the muscle. I'm a little too dark here. There we go. Better. And although he is heavier and he is bigger, just not quite enough. It's just not quite enough. The lats looked huge from the front. I will say that. Okay. So you guys let me know what you think. Let's discuss Urs a little bit. You know, let's talk about it. Urs is certainly first call out at least. Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. As of right now, the polls showing 65% in favor of Urs Kalachinsky. I think, and I think that's fair to say. Probably people thinking Urs over Amir. Um, yeah, I don't know if it's going to be good enough to win, but from what I saw from Quint Beastwood, I didn't end up getting any of his individuals, unfortunately. But we'll see how Sergio looks. He'll be coming up here in the lineup very shortly. Front lat spread is his most improved shot, I'd say. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think this is Mullen Sewer. I've heard that name before. But I want to go back and let me take another look at what Urs happened to bring here. Let's see. The okay, here's one that does showcase a bit more of the conditioning. You can see the feathering in the quads here, you guys, for Urs. Not bad, not bad at all. Chest striations, shoulder striations. Maybe he was starting to fade a little bit. I'm not sure, but you could see it when he first came out. When it came to the striations in the quads, this is when he first came out. This is what he hit. So I don't know. Urs's back is too small. Yeah, he still has some work to do, I think, overall in the size department. Through the arms, through the back, through the chest. He's got a ways to go. Nathan Suderman Merckx, I think he has a very balanced and authentic look. I don't think that he looks inauthentic. Not really sure how to quantify that in particular. Okay, we've got Sergio Oliva Jr. taking the stage right now. Let's see how Sergio looks. This is going to be this is one of the guys that was definitely in contention for winning this show. Looks like decent conditioning through the quads. Looks like he did bring the fullness, the hardness. This is not bad. This is not a bad version of Sergio Oliva Jr. Really good quad detail from the side. Really good. I think better than I've seen from him. Check out the back. Glutes are in. Doesn't look like he's posing the back double as good as I've seen in the past. He stands very wide, and I don't think that he should. I think that he should bring his feet closer together. Good back lat spread. Yep, good back lat spread. We'll get through the poses, and then I'll bring up some shots for you guys. Side tricep. He actually is one of the guys that poses the side tricep very, very well. Abs and thighs. He's a little wide across the midsection. Good most muscular. Good most muscular. Looks like he is starting to sweat a bit on stage, which it's a little bit early for that, I feel. But not bad. Let me bring up a shot of Sergio here. Sergio Oliva Jr., ladies and gentlemen. Amir Omaragic also taking the stage now. I actually really do like Amir as a competitor. Ooh, looks like his conditioning is on. Looks like his conditioning is definitely on. Okay. Well, that's interesting. But again, still needs that size. That is the one thing with Amir. If he would just put on 10 pounds of stage weight. 10 pounds. This guy has no problem with conditioning typically. But he really just does lack that size. He needs the arms. He needs the quads. Really hard, grainy muscle, especially for a guy his age. I think he's only like 26. Like, man, that's a lot of back detail. A lot. I just figured that, we'd end up with a little bit more size out of him this season. He hasn't competed as much this season. Just needs more. He just needs more. But this is one of the things that I was saying in my video earlier about about Urs versus a guy like Amir, I mean, look at the conditioning factor. You know, you can see it. The side quad, like the detail in the quads, he's got it. You know, from the side, he's got a ton of detail from the back. What are you guys having to say about it? You can't just put in clips. It's paid access. Yeah. Uh, just about everyone in the show has a weak back. Oh, maybe that keeps it even. Yeah, maybe that keeps it even. And you know what? You're kind of right. But look at the back detail for Amir. Okay, you guys. I mean, fantastic. You know, this is everything you could want for detail in the back. You can see the teres, you can see the glutes are in, you can see the hamstrings dialed in. This is what we want to see when it comes to the back double bicep. You know, this is it. Lower back is in. It's just size. You know, he really just needs more size. If you put more size on this guy, he's a competitor. He's a competitor. Imperial Bodybuilding. Hey, bro, great coverage as always. Urs looks decent considering it's his first show. However, his left calf muscle looks melted. Were you looking at the calves, bro? Wasn't looking at them. Unfortunate. Imperial Bodybuilding. I actually do watch your channel a bit, man. Good to see somebody else starting up and getting into the community. It's good to see. Sergio looks bloated, no abs. Yeah, Sergio was starting to sweat on stage too. Not a bad most muscular though. No, you got to give him that. Not bad. They've got a couple of Italian bodybuilders that are taking the stage now. I know the focus is mostly on some of these top guys, so I mean that's what we're going to discuss here. If you guys want to see someone in particular, let me know, and I'll definitely do my best to bring them up. But yeah, this is where the focus is going to be here. What else do we have from Sergio? You can see the midsection in the abs and thigh. Yeah, so this is one of the things. It's going to be his Achilles heel. But the quad detail you can definitely see is there. To focus on the things that he is hitting quite well this time around. That's definitely one of them. Who did his prep spill his? No. He's been working with Boss of Ola, Sergio Oliva Jr., who has worked with Chris Aceto his entire career, decided to switch it up and working with the boss. For their first show, not bad. You know, not bad. The side tricep, like I was saying about Sergio, quite good, actually, quite good. He poses it quite good as compared to some of the other guys that are out there. I think that this is not a bad pose for Sergio at all. I think this is pretty good. Although there are a lot of weak backs in this show, for the back lat spread, he's not bad. Not a lot of detail, but a lot of width. You know, a lot of width here. Yeah, the sweating is not a good sign. No. Hey, Loho, what's going on, Loho? I want to see Ursa's width in the colloids. He's genetically somewhat narrow, but he looks pretty solid overall. I think overall, you're right. I think overall, he does look pretty solid. I'll bring up another couple of shots of Urs here. Oh, I didn't hear from Sean Ray yet. I sent him a message, but I think Bob is going to direct him toward me. No doubt he gets a lot of messages. But yeah, for what we're seeing here, I think Sergio has some strong points and he has some things that he needs to really work on. The midsection is definitely something that has always been an issue for Sergio. He's wide across the midsection and there's not really much that you can really do about it. I don't know. Now, can Sergio defeat a guy like Urs? Now, that is an excellent question, you know, gotta say. And I really don't know what the answer is to that. Maybe I can pull up a front double of Urs. Urs did hit the front double. Where is it? No, Urs didn't hit. Yeah, he did. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Doesn't want to let me pull it up there. This one will pull up. Okay. Front double, just for fun. See what we got when it comes to Urs versus Sergio. And guys, we are going to see the callouts happen here very soon. Height-wise, these guys, I think, are about the same. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'd probably give it to Urs. Look at that midsection. You know, doesn't have the same separation in the arms, but I think overall the physique flows much better. It flows much better. What do you guys think? Let's see. Sergio needed more Chris Aceto muffins or a Dave from RX Muscle Burger and fries for finals. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. William Martin's on stage now. Somebody that you know, really comes in big, but typically misses on conditioning and just is very wide across the midsection as well. And that's what we're seeing now. Conditioning is decent, I will say, for William Martins here. Good side shot, actually, really good. Very thick in the arm. Good side leg, but I don't think he's going to be a huge factor here. One of the better backs in the show. I'll give him that. Yeah, I'll give him that. But that midsection just really hurts him, you know, really hurts him. Urs is winning this show. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't get any of Quint Beastwood because unfortunately the stream screwed up as it's been doing way too often here. But here, look, I'll bring up a front double from Amir as compared to Urs. Got to give it to Urs, you guys. I got to give it to him. It's just a better structure. It's a better flow. And he's got good enough size. This is going to be a very interesting show. Did I get a front double of Mark Hector while he was up? I don't know. Let me see. We'll be having the comparisons here soon, you guys. They will be doing the callouts, and I do expect at this point to see Urs right in the middle. Honestly, I expect to see him right in the middle. No, I didn't end up getting a front double from Mark Hector. That's unfortunate, but callouts will be coming up real soon. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. Urs better taper. Sergio looks blocky. Yeah, Urs is better than Amir. Tim Budasheim. Yeah, we did see Tim as well. Angel Vega. Urs is looking better than most of the other guys, but his weakness is his back. Yeah, he was really shaking hard from the back too. Let's see. Tim Budasheim. Oh, that's it for the individuals, you guys. That's it. So we are going to have the prejudging start right now. So let's see it. They're bringing them out. You guys get in that poll. Make sure to let me know who you guys think are going to be in the first call out. I want to hear from you guys. Without a doubt, this is going to be very, very interesting. I don't know what way this is going to go, but if I was to guess, I'd say Urs is going to be somewhere near the center. You know, his height is actually really helping him here. Wow. I don't know, you guys. I could be dead wrong about Urs. I could be dead wrong. I had a friend of mine actually shout out to Derek McDonald. He's been a competitor for years. I told him, I said, I think Urs is too small. And he said, I absolutely do not. He was adamant that he was correct. And you know what? He might be right. Yeah, he may very well be right. If you are Derek and if you're watching, You son of a bitch. You were right. But I think a lot of people didn't have Urs doing very well in this show, myself included. I don't know. Let's see what you guys have to say about it. Urs is better than Amir. Yeah, Amir's midsection really hurts him. Big Q, Urs, and Amir. I told you Urs would compare well. Royal Zach. Well, you're right, man. Urs is looking bigger than Amir too. Yeah, which I was not expecting. I was not expecting that at all. So they've got everybody on stage. The first call out is coming right up. And I will have the shots here for you guys. Who's going to be in the center? Got. Okay, they've got Urs. Oh, hold on now. Hold on. What size of a call out do they think they're doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 competitors in one call out? Come on. An 8-person call out? Bro. I don't know why judges do this. It does not serve competitors well to do this. I mean, how can you judge something like this? These guys are cramped on stage. You can tell. These guys are majorly cramped on stage right now. They have Urs in the center, and they're still moving guys around. See, Sergio is honestly just sitting there like, this is too many people. He knows it. Yeah, they got Quint Beastwood in the center with Urs Kalachinsky. Mark Hector to the right of Quint Beastwood. Sergio Oliva Jr. to the left of Urs Kalachinsky. And then they've got Louis Breed actually standing next to Sergio. Yeah, they're telling everyone to take a step. Absolutely take a step. This is ridiculous. All right, here comes the front double. Let's see it. These guys are cramped as hell, man. They're knocking elbows like, okay. Urs is really holding his own, man. He's got really, really round quads. He's got the best quad shape in the show. Without a doubt. Front lat spread I would give to Urs. Can you imagine if he made it to the Olympia this year? I mean, can you imagine? Side chest. Probably give that to Mark Hector. He has a massive, massive arm in that side chest. His chest is very wide too. Okay, here we go. Back double. Yeah, see, this is just too much. Like, Urs is turning around. He's looking at the judges like, what are we supposed to do here? There's too many people on stage. Quint Beastwood signaling for people to move down the line. It's just too much. I mean, there's 8 guys in this call out right now, at least. There might be more. And the camera can fit 6 of them in the frame, kinda. Yeah, back double bicep. Yeah, let's see it. All right, all right. This is ridiculous. They should ban 8 or 9 person callouts. Like, it's totally and completely unnecessary. Okay, I'm just gonna keep with the 4 in the center, you guys. Like, that's all I can do. Back lat spread. Yeah, Urs is really shaking in that back lat spread. Side tricep. Oh, Quint Beastwood doing a front tricep. You're not allowed to do that, Quint Beastwood. Tyler Mannion said it after the 2023 Texas Pro. No more front triceps. He should be penalized for that. Abs and thigh. Urs looks awesome in the abs and thigh. He wins the abs and thigh. For sure. He's beaten Quint Beastwood in the abs and thigh because he has a good midsection and rounder quads. Yeah, get back on the line is right. Like, yeah, send some guys back in the lineup, man. Like, do a proper call out. Anyway, I've got it cropped so you guys can see it. Just give me a minute. Okay. Let me bring up a shot. They're going to move guys around here, but I'm just going to bring up what I can. Okay, they're doing another shot here. Yeah, see, it's still just too much. Like, they're doing a second round of comparisons, and yeah, Urs is getting very frustrated, man. And he should be getting frustrated. This is ridiculous. Yeah, front lat spread. Like, they've got to put some guys back in line here. This is unbelievable. Sorry, chat. There's your front double. All right. And this is your presumed top 4 as of right now. Guys, let me know what you think. Ridiculous. This call out is just, yeah, spread out. Like, the announcer keeps telling them to spread out. There's nowhere to spread out to. Like, the stage is only so wide. The stage is only so wide. I'll get some better shots here for you guys as well. Yeah, Urs still having some trouble when it comes to holding those poses. But just to quickly go through it here, you can see the roundness of the quads for Urs. Like, he has better shape. Without a doubt, he does. Incredible. Yep, incredible. We'll go through it in more detail as they move through the callouts, you guys. And as we kind of have some better callouts, I'll say, like 8 people in a callout, like, ridiculous. But Urs Kalaczynski holding his own. Sergio actually not. Yeah, Sergio is still sweating. They're actually moving Louis Breed into the center next to Urs and moving Sergio out. Just for the last pose here for the second round of the posing. Yeah, they're sending everyone back in line now. They also moved Mark Hector into the center with Urs, but Urs was in the center the entire time, you guys. The entire time. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Judges, get your shit together. That was ridiculous. Like, you've got competitors up there that are getting frustrated with the ridiculousness of these callouts. And they should have been. Back double. Again, these are screenshots, you guys. You know the deal. Let's see what you guys have to say about this so far. Mark Hector looks tiny in certain shots. He does not look tiny in the side chest. I will say that. Yeah, tiny in some and huge in others. Yeah, I agree. Hector's side leg is not good. Yeah, that side chest, that arm, he's got the thickest arm in that shot. I will give him that. Urs did well shaving the beard. Looks better clean. Yeah, I think so. Back double. Like, top to bottom, I think it's Urs. Top to bottom, I think it's Urs. Derek, you bastard. He's going to be right about this. Let's see. Back lat spread. Again, I think that we are seeing quite a turn of events, you guys. Quite a turn of events. Like, I was not expecting Urs to compare this well at all. I will stand corrected right here and right now. You guys heard it here on EP09. I stand corrected. And that's okay. You know, I'm actually kind of happy that I could stay corrected on that, because Urs making the right decision and proving us all wrong is what, well, not all of us wrong, I won't say that, but me, I will say, and some others, that makes the sport exciting. You know, that makes the sport exciting. See what you guys have to say. Agree top to bottom, it's Urs. Beastwood in the back lat spread just. Okay, I can see that. They should have taken out the guys who weren't placing top 5 so they could have room to pose properly. Urs is going to win. As of right now, maybe. Urs Kalaczynski making it to the 2025 Olympia in the Open. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, he hasn't won yet. Okay, he hasn't won yet. It's certainly looking good. Look at the midsection. He can still pull the vacuum. Look at the quads. Okay. Urs is taking it. He really does look like he's taking it when it comes to this in particular. I am very, very impressed and very surprised. Now, the most muscular, that's one where you would expect and look, these guys all hit this at different times. You can do 3 different versions of the most muscular. It's hard to get a good screenshot, okay? But Mark Hector, very, very good in this. I mean, Mark is very, very wide across the shoulders, and he has huge delts, really good arms. But from top to bottom, still not as good. Louis Breed, very good when it comes to this one. You can see the conditioning factor, but the midsection really hurts him. Urs did hold his own in this shot. He really did. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. Let's go back to the front double for a second. Go back to the front double. You guys let me know what shot you want to see. Just going through, I believe, the 3rd call-out right now, and I'm assuming that they will have some sort of call-out at the end for maybe top 3, top 4. I hope to God they don't bring out more than that. That was a disaster. New Dennis Wolf stood up, but with narrower clavicles. Urs is unbeatable into the abs and thigh. Yeah, I think you're right, actually. It's the quads, the roundness of the quads. None of these guys have it. None of these guys have it. From top to bottom, he's the most complete. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Mark Hector with a weird front double. Yeah, it is actually. It's very weird. Clint Beastwood with a good front double. Not as conditioned as what I thought he would be. Yeah, not as conditioned. Angel Vega says Urs just keeps getting better as the show goes on. I actually think you're right about that. Yeah, I actually think you're right about that. Let me see if I can extend this chat a little bit. Yeah, okay. Hard to get everything in, but everything in the screen, that is. But like I said, very, very good for Urs. I mean, tell me what shot you guys want to see. Urs is only 28. Give him a few more years and he'll be a top finisher in all the shows. Entirely possible. Yep, entirely possible. I'm just going to keep going through the shots here, you guys. Let's go with the front lat spread. Mark Hector, much better in the front lat spread. Look at the thickness of Mark Hector. Oh, very good. Shorter than I thought he would be standing next to these guys. Clint Beastwood, again, very good, but looks smooth overall, I think. Quads look decent enough when it comes to detail, but overall, I was expecting better conditioning, honestly. I was. But with Urs, yeah, not the widest, not the biggest, but looks the most complete. I think he does look the most complete. You can see it's the hip tie-in for the quads. He has that roundness as compared to these other guys where they're missing something there. You know, Sergio, Quint, Mark Hector, they're all missing that. Where Urs has it, and that is making a huge difference. And he has the smallest waist on stage. And he has good abs. And he did not fade as judging went on. Continuing on from the front lat spread. Let's see. Side chest. What do I have on stage here? This has to go. Okay. Oh, it's because I changed that. I see. I better fix that. Categories. Yeah. Okay. We know that the Open's on stage right now. See what you guys have to say. Give Urs a full real offseason, even bigger. I agree, Lars. I agree. Absolutely, I agree. Sergio looks like the spit of his dad. Yeah, as much as he's tried to fight against that, really is. Rear back double, no problem. Coming up. Rear back double. Now, this was an interesting one. What do you guys think for the rear back double? Urs? Mark Hector? Not Mark Hector. Clint Beastwood. Can't really see the detail, the shadowing for where he's leaning back too far. Can't really see it. Sergio doesn't have enough thickness, I don't think. And it's just, it's an odd silhouette for Sergio as well. You know, the arms, I think, look good. But again, you can see how these guys are all bunched up too. Yeah. Urs has the conditioning in the lower body. I would give it to Urs. What do you guys think? Q with the most potential on stage. Potential, yeah, but I don't really play into I've been wanting to use that word less and less, you know. Show up. Show us what you got. Stefan Kinzel probably having a blast right now. Of course he is. Yeah, of course he is. Sergio wins the back double. I don't know about that. I mean, he does have a lot of conditioning, I think, with that lower body. But I don't think the balance is there from top to bottom as compared to Urs. I just don't think so. Urs's legs are ridiculous, even the feathering. Yeah, actually. Look at the abs and thigh. Look at that. He's winning it. He is winning this shot. All right, let's see. I think, yeah, they're still going through some comparisons. We're just waiting for that final call out to happen, you guys. I think it'll be happening soon. But again, saw somebody said something about the back lat spread for Urs. Urs falls short in width. I think that he does, but everything else that he brings when it comes to balance from top to bottom, I think does make up for that quite a bit. Oh, nobody has quads like this guy on stage. Nobody. Carnivore muscle. Cheers. Cheers, bro. Cheers. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. If you are new on EP09, please subscribe. Hit that like button. I appreciate everybody for being here. And check out BayouMuscles.com. Use code EP10 at checkout. Ridiculously good pre-workout, ridiculously good protein, you guys. Made by a fan of the channel who contacted me and just wanted to work with me because he loves what I'm doing here. Very, very happy to be working with Bayou Muscles. Loho asks, how can Urs improve the illusion of width? To improve the illusion of width, I think that he's doing everything that he can with what he has now to really improve on that. I guess in the shoulder, like if you look at the front lat spread, maybe that is one area that he could. Let me see. Front lat spread. Okay. So if you look at Clint Beastwood, he's really popping the shoulders up because he has that width. Urs, I think, may benefit from dropping the shoulders down and maybe putting the arms out, but you got to be careful with that because it may make his arms look smaller. I think he just needs more size. If he had more size, then, I mean, you're not talking about an illusion then, I guess, but he may be able to do more with his posing in order to create an illusion given that new size. That's the best I could probably figure. You guys let me know what you think about that. Let's see. El Toro says, although Urs looks thinner, it's the amazing details and quality that stands out. Very well said, El Toro. Very well said. It is the amazing details and quality that stands out. And the shape. It's the shape as well. He is superior in shape. To me, again, it comes down to the roundness of the quads. He has it. He has it in spades over these guys. He's killing this shot, abs and thigh. Looks like the winner in this shot. Yeah, Urs is the winner in the abs and thigh, without question. Black Patron says, Quint always looks so smooth in the front lat spread. His upper body, I don't get it. I don't know why. Yeah, we're not seeing the striations through the chest and the shoulders. We're not seeing it. He looks smooth. Look at Mark Hector. You can see the chest striations. You can see the shoulder striations. But with Clint Beastwood, you just don't see it. Sergio, I think, is a bit of a write-off in this one, unfortunately. Very wide, but he just doesn't pop. You know, he doesn't have that roundness. Prejudging is not over yet. I'm waiting for a final call-out to happen. Yeah, I'm waiting for a final call-out to happen. Should be any minute now, actually. Yeah, should be any minute. Let's check out, again, from the back. I do want to look at the back again. Much more impressive than I thought it would be. No, much more impressive than I thought it would be. I thought that Urs was not going to be able to stand next to these guys with any amount of conviction in this shot, and he actually can. He actually can. I see my friend Derek messaging me asking if I feel that Urs is still too small. No, I do not. Thanks, Derek. He's going to be gloating at this for weeks. Yeah, weeks. Lucky he's 2 weeks out. Concentrate on yourself. Concentrate on yourself. But again, it is very, very impressive. It's good to have friends. Okay. Looks like we're doing another massive call out here. They've been through the first, second, and third call outs, and now they are bringing out Lewis Breed, Quint Beastwood. Let's see, we've got Matthias back in. We've got Urs. We've got Mark Hector. And they can only fit 4 of them in the screen. There should only be 4 of them on stage. There should only be 4 on stage. Oh, they're moving Urs out of the center. They're putting Mark Hector. They're putting Mark Hector next to, or so from left to right, it looks like it's going to be Urs, Mark, Quint Beastwood, and Sergio. Sergio doesn't look happy. Sergio doesn't look happy. Whoever's doing the camera work needs to learn to adjust just a little bit. Yeah, Sergio looks much less than impressed, I'm not going to lie. Quint Beastwood looks better. I think he looks better this call out. There we go. Get everybody in there. Just want to focus on the top 4 here. If they're not, if the judges don't want to focus on it, then I will focus on it with my ability to crop an image. Here we go. Front lat spread. Go with the side chest. Very impressive. Quint Beastwood's really good in the side chest. But Mark Hector just having that arm thickness, I mean, just ridiculous. These guys are still too close together. See, even 6 guys is too much. Like, There should only be 4 of them on stage right now. All the respect in the world to Lewis Breed and Matthias, but I mean, this is the last. This is, well, yeah, they keep screwing up the front and the back double bicep call out. All right, back double. Urs is. Wait till you guys see this. It's not really much of a contest. And Urs actually stopped shaking in that leg as well. Peeled glutes, ripped hamstrings. More detail in that back lat spread, even. I think Urs might win the show. This is unbelievable. Careful with that front tricep. Abdominals and thigh. Let's see it. Yeah, Urs is winning the abdominals and thigh. Looks like Mark Hector's starting to maybe fade a little bit. Not a lot, but a little. Sergio looks less than impressed. I think that he knows that he was expecting better. Oh, they're putting Sergio in the center. There we go. Okay. Giving him a chance. I like that. Yeah, they're giving him a chance in the center. Okay. So, third round. See how these guys can do. Okay, let me bring up a shot here. I might miss a screenshot or two, but that's okay. I do want to get the back double. You guys can see before they moved hers into the center. But you guys are gonna lose it when you see this back double. I got to bring it up now. Like, look at that. Like, what more do you want? Top to bottom, got to give it to Urs. He actually is getting better. Sergio staying in the center. I think Quint Beastwood getting a little bit more detail in that quad, or in the quads rather, not just one. It might not be enough. It just might not be enough. They're gonna go one more round. Here we go. Yeah. Look at that back double. There, front double with hers in the center. Hands down. Hands down winning that shot. Not even a question. Oh, they're putting Lewis Breed in the middle. You know what? It looks like they're giving everybody a chance here. Okay. So they're putting Lewis Breed and Matthias in the middle. Well, that's interesting. They're giving everybody a chance. Everybody gets a chance to stand in the middle. You don't see that happen very often, ladies and gentlemen. Not very often at all. But you know what? I kind of like it. I kind of like it. There will be no competitor that walks away from this show that cannot say they didn't get their chance. Everybody got their chance to stand in the middle of this show. Fantastic. Good for them. Yep, good for them. I'll bring up another shot here in just a second. Let's see. Gonna bring up another shot for you guys. Let's see what you guys want to see. Oh, I just exited the chat. I'll bring it back up. Pop out. Big swing in the voting, I'll tell you that. Hers not hitting the side tricep. No, I think he did hit that. Didn't I get that? Now he hit a front tricep. No, he hit the side tricep. More or less. All right, that is it. That is it for prejudging. And they will be doing confirmation shortly. Quite the show, you guys. Quite the show. Gotta say. I'm very impressed. Impressed the living hell out of me this show. Way more than I thought. First to admit it. Let's see what you guys have to say about it. Okay, they're going to take a 10-minute break. I figured they would. Bro, he will win the Open. Yeah, he just might. If Urs wins, is he a top 8 guy? What's up, Dave? A top 8 guy. I'd have to sit down and think about that. I don't know if anything is off the table right now. Do I call that hitting the shot? No, not great. I don't think he hit it great. No. He should be turned more to the side for sure. I'd give the front double bicep to Quinton, then Urs. Can understand that. Okay, they're going to take 15 minutes of a break. Okay, very good. Why isn't he locking out the arm? A lot of guys can't hit that side tricep that like as well as others. I don't understand why, but just not many guys. If there was one pose in bodybuilding that is not hit very well, you know, it's not executed very well, it is definitely the side tricep, without question. Without question. I don't get it. Sergio's the only one hitting the side tricep proper out there. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. And that seems to always be the way. That seems to always be the way. Sergio always hits it correctly. Very few other guys actually hit it correctly. Amiro Marajic hits it terribly. Absolutely terrible. Let me see if I can oh god, what did I do? Let's see. So they are taking a 10-minute break right now. Maybe 15. We'll keep going through some shots. Let's see. Look, I'm really looking forward to the individuals for these guys. Front lat spread. That was an interesting one. Not a shot that Urs really hits extremely well, I don't feel. But still, he's got the shape over these guys. He really does. Was not expecting that. Not as wide as, say, Quint Beastwood or any of these guys, but comparable. I think the upper body, I prefer Mark Hector more than anybody, but that doesn't matter because actually he's kind of shallow in the chest, but you see the striations. Maybe it's just the way he's posing. But Urs from top to bottom, the most complete. Urs looks freaking insane. He certainly does. Yeah, thanks for streaming. You're welcome. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys are new here, please subscribe to the channel. Appreciate all you guys being here. Lars told you so. Urs won. Well, I think he won prejudging. Yep, I agree. He's been working on his posing and it shows. Mark looked great too. Sergio's back looked flat. Yeah, it did. This is the prejudging. So the prejudging is now over, and we are moving into the finals very shortly. Yeah, very shortly. I'm actually going to have to eat something here soon. I am starving. But again, they are on a break. Let's see. Most muscular. We'll bring that up again. Well, Quint Beastwood didn't hit it very well there. Not bad. This one was pretty good. Yep, this one was pretty good. Black Patron says, I'd say this proves that top classic guys can hang. I'd imagine Mike would walk away with this show easily. Now that's interesting to think. Maybe. Yeah. That's entirely possible. That's entirely possible. I think that Mike Sommerfeld is somebody that most people do think would do very well in the Open. And I tend to agree. I do think that he has a place in Classic. You know, I do. And I do think that that's where he's going to stay. But would he do well in the Open if he decided to go that way? Yes, he would. Yes, he absolutely would. I think he would do very, very well. Is he going to move to the Open? No. Derek McDonald, should I screenshot our conversation about Urs this morning? No, asshole. I already told everybody here that you were right and I was wrong. Do I have to say it again? Derek was right and I was wrong. If you really need it that bad, buddy, okay? You were right. And you were. Shout out to Derek. He's got a show coming up in 2 weeks. If anybody needs coaching, Derek has the best prices and he's very experienced. Check him out on Instagram, Derek McDonald 87. And he just so happens to be right about this as well. Great. I'll give you this one. Ian Valier was wrong. Urs looks good. Yeah, I was wrong too. Eric. I feel Mike should at least win one Olympia in Classic, but when he does, I wouldn't mind if he moved up. Yeah. Yeah, it is just about chicken and rice time. More like chicken and sweet potato. I've been killing the sweet potato lately. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I've been killing the sweet potato. But a very interesting show nonetheless. Very interesting. Very impressive. Watch next year C-Bum comes back into the Open. You might see that. Yeah, it's possible. That's possible. Can't say that for sure, but it's possible. Let's see. The abs and thigh I think, probably most impressed with, to be honest. I thought that the abs and thigh was ridiculous for Urs. He's not hitting it great there, but he does here. It's one of those trade-offs. Sergio, I caught him in between, but Urs, I didn't. Take it for what it is. I'm going to leave the one up for Urs. If Urs does win, then does that qualify him for the Mystery Olympia this year? Yes, it does. There is this show, and then there's the show in Germany next weekend. And those are the Olympia qualifiers for 2025. And that's it. After that, yeah, that's it for the 2025 season. As a fan of Martin's physique, I still feel C-Bum should have beat him. Martin was off at that show and should not have beat a perfectly peaked C-Bum. I agree. Yep, I do. I agree. I think that C-Bum did win that show. A lot of people thought that C-Bum won that show. And nobody on Fuad show picked Urs. I don't think anybody picked Urs. Honestly, I don't think anybody did. Who picked him? I don't know of anybody that did. Even, and I think one of the reasons why that's the case is because Urs had no physique updates going into this show. And I mean zero. He intentionally hid away as he continued to put on size. Actually, that would be a really good comparison um, between Urs at his last Olympia versus Urs here. I'll have to talk to Mark Max Muscle about that. I also bet Ian Valier comes back too. No, I think Ian's done. I think he's done. I don't think you'll see Ian come back. Who do I have winning this show? Urs. Urs, as of right now, I think Urs Kalachinsky will win the Pro Muscle Italy, which is crazy to say, but I do think that he's going to win it. And good for him, man. Good for him. Okay, let's check out a most muscular again. Really good shot for these guys. Okay. Clint Eastwood actually looks really good in this most muscular. Really good. Okay, I need to set something here. Again, you guys let me know who you got after prejudging. I think a lot of people really do have Urs winning right now. A lot of people, I think. And after prejudging, I think Urs definitely did win. I wish the judges didn't do that whole 8-person call out thing. Like, that was ridiculous, dude. And even the last call out, like 6 people, I do like how they let everybody kind of have their, their time. I do like that. But otherwise, no. Like, to allow Lewis Breed to step into the center, great. There's nobody that's going to walk away, like I said, saying that, these guys didn't have a chance. Everybody got to stand in the middle. Everybody got to stand in the middle. Okay. Guys, let me know if there's any shot that you want to see. There's probably some high definition photos coming up that I'll be able to pull as well. Actually, I'll check to see if there are. Let's see. Yep, there's some high definition photos that are up now. Perfect. I'll bring them up. Okay. This will really tell us who truly is in the lead after prejudging. We've got every shot. Perfect. Harder, grainier conditioning from Urs than what I was expecting. All right, let me pull up one of these high def photos. These guys hit it the best. It's not as good as I thought it would be. Hold on, let me try and go back and do this again. Let's see. I have my ways. just to get better quality. If they're going to be high def, let's show them in high def. Okay. Where are we here? Here we go. Okay. Just getting these now. And let's bring them up. That's definitely better. Yeah, definitely better. You can see better quad detail, I think, from Sergio and from Clint Beastwood in this shot, but I still don't think it's enough. I still don't think it's enough to defeat the shape of Urs. Not overall. No, not overall. Okay. What I am going to do is let's see. Right now, you guys, I am going to take a quick break. And you guys hold it down for me while I'm gone. I got to eat something. Be right back. Still taking a break, you guys, but just want to see if I can pick up the stream on my phone. Yeah, they're still on a break anyway. Let's see. Very difficult show to navigate when it comes to the live stream, I'm not going to lie. But I'm glad I was able to ultimately figure it out. We'll see how I do. One second. Much better. Okay, we're back. Let's find out where we're at so far. They are going through the awards for the wellness right now, or sorry, for the bikini, and then they will be doing the wellness, and then we will move on to the men's open. Funny way that they do this, actually. I don't know why they do it this way, but they allow everybody to come and do the individuals right before the awards. Not a typical way that you really see that done. Usually there's the individuals and then they do a final comparison. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many wellness competitors were actually in this show. But we'll find out. So the wellness awards are being handed out, and I'm no longer taking a break. There we go. I'm going to bring up another shot. These guys. As we do have the HD photos now, this tells you a lot right here. This tells you a lot. Even though Sergio is stepping in front of both Clint Beastwood and, well, all three of them, he's still not outsizing them, I don't think. And yeah, he was not the most impressive guy in this lineup. You got his chance to stand in the middle just like everybody else. But as of right now, I would probably have Sergio in third, maybe fourth. Maybe fourth. Hard to say. This one's a very tough show to call. Although it looks like Urs is ahead. Where can I watch for free? You have to go pay for it, bro. Support bodybuilding. Go pay for the stream. Majo says, thanks for streaming. What you think? How long does it take until we know the winner of the men's open? Could be another hour, roughly. Hers looks like Dorian 2.0. I don't think I would go that far. Not at this point. The comparison between hers and Dorian would not even be comparable. Honestly, I don't think that's fair to say. Hers is good. Yeah, hers is good, but I don't think that he's the next Dorian Yates. I don't think that we'll ever see another Dorian Yates. So there is your wellness winner. Taking home 2,000 US. Next is the bikini, or sorry, the wellness. I wonder if I can find out how much, how many competitors were in the wellness. Let's see. So they're going to do the confirmation for the wellness now. And there are, let's see, for wellness, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 competitors. For the open, there was actually 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 24 in the open. For this late in the season, you guys, that is unheard of. Unbelievable. Bring up a couple more shots. Check out the back shots. Very impressive. Yep, very impressive. Unexpectedly, Urs really holding his own here. Something that Urs is actually winning this show. I think that he may be ahead after prejudging. I think he actually might. When will they announce the winner and when is the final call-out? They still are doing the bikini right now, or sorry, the wellness right now. I keep saying bikini. They are doing the confirmation round now, and then I believe everyone will come out to do their individual. And Then they'll give out the awards. Then we'll be into the confirmation for the men's open. And that's how it's going to go. Let's see. So we're going to check the poll here in a second as well. See what you guys think of who's going to be ahead. Taking a quick look at the poll as of right now, we have again, who will win the 2025 Italy Pro? 74%. I'm assuming that everybody thinks it's going to be Urs Kalaczynski at this point. Over 1,100 votes. Thank you very much, you guys, for getting into the poll. EP, no sweet potatoes tonight, bro. I just had sweet potatoes and I will have them again. Let me tell you, no shortage of sweet potatoes around here. I've been killing the sweet potatoes. Absolutely killing them. Loving every minute of it. Still going through the confirmation round for the Pro Muscle Italy. Let me bring up another very impressive shot. You guys, you can see here. It's just hard to deny this one. Clint Beastwood has very, very good abs, I think, and very good detail on the quads. It's shots like these that make you think that, you know, he may end up pulling out the victory here. But is he as good as Urs in this shot? I would say overall, probably not. You know, probably not. I think that Urs has a better overall silhouette top to bottom and has broad enough conditioning. I could be wrong, but that's kind of what it looks like to me. What do you guys think? Very nice. Okay. Okay. How did the other German guy look? The guy who transitioned from Classic. Who's that? I don't know who that is. The only other German guy I know of is Tim Budesheim. I don't know about who else transitioned from Classic. No idea. So everybody's going through their individuals now, and then they'll give the awards, and then we'll be into the men's open. I got another couple of shots I can bring up. Let's see. I was really impressed from the back. The back lat spread, though, some people saying that wasn't Erz's most impressive shot. I actually think it wasn't bad. There was a guy that came up from 212 in this show that recently trained with Crizzo. He looked very good. I'm not sure. Albeck? Okay. My prediction for the top 3 open. That's a good one. I like that. I can tell you guys confidently that for the top 3, I've got, in no particular order, Samson, Adi, Nick. Now, for this show, I'd say it's going to be between Erz, Mark Hector, and Quint Beastwood. Maybe you were asking about this show. I don't know. Isaac T. Yes, low key, they're going to give it to Erz because he's Erz and I like him. But to be honest, I think Quint's got it. Could be. Yeah, could be. There's some individual shots of Erz as well, actually. There might be some others that I can get. But I do have these as of right now. Seems to be what everybody wants to talk about. And he is very impressive. You know, he is very impressive. No getting around that. Let's see. Let's see if I can bring up some others. Yeah, everybody seems to be very interested in Erz really doing this show. But there's some ones of Quint Beastwood here. I'll bring up some individuals. See what you guys think. Mark Hector, I thought, was going to look better here. Looks impressive on his own, but when you get him into a lineup, maybe not as impressive as I may have thought. Theo LaGuerrier, not as good as I thought he would be either. I think Amir, I was expecting more. His conditioning was good. I think this is the best conditioning that we've seen from Amir this season, but was it his best that he's brought to the stage? No. No. I've seen him sharper. Rule will be proud. Yeah, he will be proud. You're right about that. Erz did say that he wouldn't do the Olympia this year if he won this show. Really? He might think differently after he goes back and looks at the comparisons. He may think differently. Does this Erz best Mike's Olympia version if we're talking about open bodybuilding? I don't think they're comparable, to be honest with you. I don't think that you can necessarily compare this version of Erz uncapped with a version of Mike Sommerfeld that could come in also uncapped. I just don't think that it's I just don't think it's fair. Erz had a much better quality than Quint. Quint looks like oily arms. So let me bring up a shot of Quint Beastwood. High quality photos. It's actually courtesy of Mariah Yu on Instagram, you guys. Really good page, really good photographer. I don't know about synthol arms. Yeah, I don't know about synthol arms, but you know, he's still just lacking size. That's what it really comes down to with Quint Beastwood is the lack in size. This guy just needs to put on more size and he would be an incredible, incredible bodybuilder. He's already done 2 shows this season. He showed up in Tampa. He looked great. He showed up in Texas. He looked even better. Does he look better here? 3 weeks training with Samson Dauda. Does he look better here? You guys tell me what you think in the comment section below, because honestly, in my opinion, I don't think so. I don't think that this is better than what we saw in Texas. Is it more conditioned? I think that it is a little bit more conditioned, yes. Look at this shot from the back, okay? Really, really good conditioning. The striations in the glutes, the separation of the hamstrings, more detailed in the back. but we're talking about substantial improvements from show to show. I just think that he needs more from show to show. Yes, you can say that these are pretty substantial improvements, I guess, at least from these two shots. Well, the back shot, I should say. The front shot, I don't really find much better. More detail in the quad, maybe, but it's just not enough. He just doesn't have enough size. A lot of people say that Quint Beastwood, his structure is what carries him. He just has such great structure. If he had more size coupled with that structure, I'm honestly not necessarily seeing it. I don't think that I'm seeing it. It's the quad sweep, the attachment into the hips. You know, I'm not extremely impressed with Quint Beastwood this season. He needs more. He needs more arm size. He needs more quads. Conditioning wise, I think he's starting to figure it out. But when he hits the front lat spread, kind of gets washed out. Black Patron says Quint probably pins his delts. He might. Maybe that's why it's washed out. It's not arms that are his issues. Quint has huge delts and they overpower his back. His back has always been an issue. He looks worse here. Flat and washed out back. No lower details in the back. Quint got Paul Dillette syndrome with those delts. Well, he's a better poser than Paul Dillette. We'll give him that. Okay, look. Let's continue. Okay, let's continue. Mark Hector. How is Mark Hector going to do in this show? I was expecting him to be a little bit more filled out than this. Conditioning wise, not bad. Quad details definitely there. His front double is not his most impressive shot. Small waist, but I think it's just his structure that really lets him down here. Huge biceps. Great biceps. And with that small midsection, though, this kind of reminds me of like a Nathan Diasha type structure. And, you know, that really lets him down. That really lets him down. It has the illusion of high lat insertions. I don't even know if he actually has high lat insertions, but it does give the illusion of high lat insertions, especially from the front. And overall, I think it just doesn't flow in these two poses. Great most muscular. You know, you can definitely give him that. Great most muscular, great side chest. But I don't think necessarily the best when it comes to these two shots. See what you guys have to say about Mark Hector before we move on to Sergio Oliva Jr. Not a fan of Hector, honestly, says Loho. Okay. That front double looked awful. Not a great front double, no. It's like a kid that never learned to pose. I don't know. I don't know if it's a posing issue. I feel like it's a structural issue. Moving on to Sergio Oliva Jr. Look up Tomas Tabasier, most overlooked guy in the show. I'll see if I can look him up. We're moving into finals here. But I hear you. Sergio Oliva Jr. Is it the best we've seen in quite some time? Yeah, I think it is, actually. I think this is the best version of Sergio that we've seen on stage in a few years. The arm separation is there that we haven't seen before. The quad detail is there that we haven't seen before. But that midsection still lets him down. You know, it still lets him down. Great arms. Really good arms. Actually, one looks like it's a little bit inflamed, honestly. But still, great arms. From the back, again, the stance. I'm not big on his overall stance from the back. I really wish that he would stand up straighter and not have his legs so far apart. With that being said, not bad when it comes to the lower body conditioning. And I think you see more detail in the back here than what you see from the live stream. But is it enough for top 3? I think that the third place is probably where you'll see Sergio land. I think you'll probably see him in third. I think that's fair. I liked Sergio's look better at the FIBO. Could be the lighting. Could be. Yeah, it could be. Mike D says Urs will rock it. He may very well win this. He may. The more I see HD pictures of the others, the more Urs looks like the absolute winner, most complete, and can pose. Aside from the side tricep, Sergio hits that the best of anybody in this lineup. I don't disagree. No, I don't necessarily disagree. But I don't know. If I had to guess right now, I would probably give it to Urs, honestly. Okay, the wellness is now over, and next up will be the men's open. And the open will be coming out. Waiting for the open to come out now, you guys. Let me know. Who do you have winning this show? Most people seem to be leaning toward Urs Kalaczynski winning this show right now. Very, very interesting. Unexpected, to say the least. Unexpected. They are bringing the top 10 back out. Again, Amir Omaragic did actually not make that first call out, which I figured he would. He is making top 10. Yeah, he is making top 10. Okay, they're bringing the top 10 back out now. Let's see who is going to be called out for the confirmation round. I'm going to say, well, the way that they've been doing this, I don't know. Hopefully they only call 4. If they call 4, Urs, Sergio, Mark, and Quint. But no, it looks like they're going the other way, and they're doing maybe the lower tier of the top 10 first. Okay. You've got Amir, Theo, Tim Budasheim. Okay. Yep, they're going the other way. Okay. Well, again, with Amir, I don't like using the word potential anymore, you guys, but he does have it. You know, he really does. This is the best he's looked this year, and this is probably going to be his best placing this year. I don't know. I think he took 5th in a previous show. He may take 5th here. He may. See what you guys think. Tebow getting a shot of these guys from the back as well. They used to say shows are won from the back in like the Phil Heath era, but I don't think I believe that anymore. Maybe at one time, but not now. Hate to disappoint you, but Hector isn't even top 3. Really? You don't think that Mark Hector's top 3? I think that he could edge out Sergio. I think he could edge him out. Let me put up a picture of Urs here. I know everybody was really, really looking for that, so. This is an open bodybuilder. Yep, this is an open bodybuilder without a doubt. He may have shot up his arms a little bit, actually. If he did a pretty good job of it. Which I'd never say about somebody, actually. If you're going to shoot them up, I mean, do it right. But, you know, I think that SEO should be banned. But that's me. Again, Urs does look like the winner here. Based on the fact that they kept him in the center and just based on what I think I see. So we're seeing a 6-man call out for the confirmation. They did 7th to 10th, it seems. So I think I'm wrong about Amir. And now, 6 people, you guys. This is just unbelievable. 6 people in one call-out. Like, it's just... This is not how to judge a bodybuilding competition. Sergio changing places with Matthias. Proper thing. Why they don't just do the top 4 and give the people what they want, I do not understand. But here we are. For the confirmation round, looking now, I do like the look of Sergio's quads here. I think they look pretty good. Yeah, not bad. Sergio trying to pose the front double like in a classic sense, I don't like. I think he should just stick to a regular front double bicep pose. Actually looks like he's maybe a little better. Those shoulder caps look like they're more striated. But again, undeniably in the center. Yeah, undeniable. Mark Hector, huge in that side chest, man. Huge. But the lower body separation in the legs, not necessarily there. Just as peeled. And Quint Beastwood, I think you can see more detail now than you could in the prejudging. And these are very minuscule time frames overall, you guys, but I do think that there's maybe a little bit of a notable improvement there. Back lat spread. None of these guys have a fantastic back lat spread, and for that, I would give it to because of the lower body. I don't know. Side tricep, we've got and Quint Beastwood again hitting that front tricep. You're not allowed to hit the front tricep. I hope Tyler Mannion gets after them. Or, you know what? If they let it go, then just let it go. I don't know. You know, Tyler says that he won't put up with it at shows, but Tyler's clearly not judging here. We don't know who's judging here because they don't tell us. All right. Well, that is the confirmation. And we have everybody exiting the stage. Oh, no, they're keeping everybody on stage. Strange. They're going for the pose down. So I guess these guys are not getting to do individuals. Strange. Strange to say the least, you guys. I don't know. But regardless, I think that did enough to keep his lead. Yeah, it is an odd show, Black Patron. You're right. It is an odd show. Yeah, did not lock out the side tricep. Look, I'll show you guys again. Sergio, the only person that really hits that side tricep properly. Mark Hector's not bad here. You know, not bad, but I would give yeah, I'd say Sergio. Maybe. He's a little smooth across the chest in this one, but better lower body than Mark Hector, I think. Regardless, it's between those two. The other two aren't hitting it properly. That's it. Maybe I won't be such a stickler about that in shows moving forward, but look, let's take it from the top. Okay? Let's take it from the top. Front double bicep as they do the pose down. What do you guys think? The pose down is happening, you guys. So, who is going to take home the IFBB Pro Muscle Italy title for the second last Olympia qualification of the 2025 season. It is down to the wire, you guys. Who's it going to be? Will it be Quint Beastwood on his third show of the season, finishing up a training camp with our current Mr. Olympia, Samson Dauda? Making some improvements, it seems, in some areas, but not necessarily in others. Mark Hector having a huge comeback season with this show. I think at his best, but I don't think has done enough to win here. Sergio Oliva Jr. also at his best, without question. Sergio Oliva Jr. is at his best. The quad detail, fantastic. Conditioning in the lower body from the back, excellent. But his midsection, I feel, lets him down, and I think he's been a little bit smooth across the upper body. And then we have Urs Kalaczynski, the one competitor that I did not expect to come in and do as well as he has done. Urs has made me a believer. Urs looks ridiculous. He has claimed to put on about 35 to 40 pounds, I believe he said, 16 kilograms, so roughly that. I didn't think it was going to be enough. He does not look small in this lineup. He has not been dwarfed by any competitor in this lineup at all from any standpoint, not from a muscle mass standpoint. His conditioning is better in the lower body than anybody in this lineup in the first call out for sure. He has better proportions. He has way better quads than anybody in this lineup. Way better. He's the most complete top to bottom. My pick to win the 2025 Italy Pro is Urs Kalaczynski. Second place, my prediction, Quint Beastwood. Third place, I'm going to say Sergio. Fourth place will go to Mark Hector. You guys let me know what you think. Who's it going to be? We are awaiting the final. Yeah, they are. Oh, they're bringing out the top 5 now for their posing routines. This show has been run very weird. Very strange. But I guess everybody gets their posing routine now. Which I can't understand, but here we are. Looking at some of the comments from you guys. Isaac TS says, Quint, Sergio, and Mark. In my opinion, from physique alone. I just really don't like Urz's back, but Quint ain't great either. Well, that's true. I think the conditioning in the lower body is going to carry Urs through. And I think that he is just a little bit better, you know, right now at the finals as compared to prejudging, which was not that long ago. But I think he is better. As per the poll results right now, almost 1,300 votes. Urs Kalaczynski, 76%. Take that for what it is, you guys. Well, Lewis Breed in the top 5. Interesting. Lewis Breed in the top 5, you guys. Just coming out for his individual routine now. Very good. Black Patron says, Sergio looks best in that side chest. Yeah, I think, yeah, you could give it to him just because of the separation in the lower body. When are the results going to be public? Momentarily, actually. Well, a few minutes. They're going to do the individual routines, and then we're going to have the finals. Sounds like they're waiting for Lewis Breed to take the stage. I don't know if Lewis Breed was expecting to take top 5 here. Funny enough. Seems like they found him, and he will take the stage. Isaac TS says it might be the lighting, but I think his conditioning was better last year, but it wasn't necessarily. You talking about Mark Hector, or who, I'm not sure who you mean. Um, you can tell Urs feels so much better on stage in the open. Bet he felt like death during the classics. Oh, if he did, he hit it very well. So Lewis Breed getting to do his individual routine, taking top 5 in this show. I don't mind Lewis Breed taking top 5 in this show by any stretch. I think that it is a deserved top 5. He is extremely, extremely conditioned. It's the midsection that really lets him down in his overall structure. Huge quads, hard, grainy muscle. Looks great when he's by himself. Like, fantastic when he's by himself, as long as he can hide that midsection. The vascularity, it's all there, but he just doesn't have the structure. Unfortunately, he just does not have the structure. But you can see the vascularity in the live stream for Lewis Breed, and that's something that you don't always see. Sometimes that gets lost. We'll give him his time. Like, look at the vascularity that you can see through the live stream, you guys. This is extreme, extreme conditioning. Very impressive. I'll give it to him. I'm glad that he had a good showing here. Lewis Breed finishing up his individual routine. Olympia will get pushed by 300% with Urs. It's interesting. I don't think Urs is going to do it this year. I saw a comment, I think it was Loho, that said Urs already said that he would not do the Olympia this year, even if he did win. Coming up next is Quint Beastwood for his individual routine. Wonder how these guys feel about doing their individual routine after the pose down, after the confirmation round. I mean, maybe for the stage shots, for the experience, but I mean, they couldn't even find Lewis Breed. They had to go back and find him backstage, I don't know. But he is getting to do his individual routine, and Quint Beastwood he's a very good poser. Well, he is a very good poser, so I'm glad he is getting it. And he probably put some time into this working with Samson. They have an inconsistent lighting on stage though for the routines. Like it lowers and raises, it lowers and raises. He actually looks very good in his individual. Looks very good in his individual. Again, that lower body, big improvements there. Big. Yeah. Pretty good posing routine. In his back lat spread, he kind of has one shoulder raised above the other, and he is actually starting to sweat. You can see the sweat coming down now. But I mean, look, the competition is over. It's won. It doesn't matter at this point, honestly. Let me bring you up a shot. Yeah, like I said, it honestly doesn't matter at this point. but a very good version, I think, of Quint Beastwood overall. It's just not enough. It's just not enough. And I hate to say it, but the more I see this guy, the less I think that he does have the structure to, really be in a first call out situation at the Olympia. It just doesn't seem like he can fill out that frame enough. Just don't see it. Next up is Mark Hector for his individual routine. You can see the detail for Quint Beastwood, not the best that we've seen. Yeah, the music was a bit much for me too, Black Patron. If Urs did go to the Olympia, I'm not sure he would make top 10. I mean, like someone of all Williams or Bonac. Yeah, see, I don't think so. I mean, it'd be a tough call. It'd be tough. It'd be tough. A good side tricep is one of the sickest shots in bodybuilding, and these guys don't even try to hit it. Nah, they don't try to hit it well. No, they don't try to hit it well. God, the lighting. Like, just have consistent lighting, guys. Man. It's blue, and then it's white, and then it's red, and then it's bright, and then it's dark. Like, yeah. Yeah, Mark Hector. Yeah, okay. So the announcer didn't even get his name right. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Mark Hector. Not a well-run show. The live stream had its serious problems at the start. And like I said, their announcer, well, I mean, he's not bad, but they should hire me. Anyway. Next up, our final competitor, Urs Galachinski, who is a very impressive poser. I expect this to be very well thought out. Very well thought out, to say the least. I think this is going to be a good routine. I don't know if the competitors have any say in the lighting or anything like that, but Urs gets the fireworks and everything. Yeah, that's cool. Usually the guy with the fireworks is the guy that wins, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be real. But we'll see. We'll see. Not over yet. For some of you it is. But we'll see exactly how he does. I will say again, I was incorrect in saying that Urs should have taken more time, and I was incorrect in saying that Urs is not big enough. I wasn't the only one, though. Ron Harris, notably, said the same thing. Said he didn't think that he had the size to hang. So I can't wait to be on Ron's show so that we can grieve together in our inaccurate description of Urs. Very, very good posing routine. This guy really does know how to pose. I mean, the music is thought out. The poses are thought out. The transitions are fantastic. He flows very, very well. It's effortless. Effortless for Urs Galachinski. His mother was actually a ballerina dancer. So Urs takes a lot of influence from that. And yeah, just if there was points for posing, Urs would win them all. No, Urs would win them all. Presents his physique so very well. And the physique that he brought here, again, excellent. Excellent. Did not fade throughout the show. And that's the other thing. Did not fade. He maintained his conditioning throughout the entire show. He had no issues when it came to sweating or, not. Oh, we still have Sergio as well. Well, that's good. Okay, we still have Sergio. but again, maintained his composure throughout the entire show. You can join even bodybuilding and having horrible takes. I have my moments, so does he. I still got to get even on the channel, actually. But yeah, you're not wrong. I was incorrect when it comes to this one. Difference is, I'll admit it. Nah, I'm just kidding. Even's a good dude. I do gotta still have him on the channel. Sergio Oliva Jr., also an excellent poser. He's won posing awards while he's competed at the Arnold Classic. Seems like he's rushing this just a little bit, though. I know that he didn't look overly happy during some of the callouts. Spending a lot of time on the ground, I'll say that. It's kind of weird. Needs to stand up. There we go. Okay. Again, very artistic. I mean, not to knock the guy. Yes, there it is. Classic. Hitting the mantis pose as his father always did. Okay. He's flows very, very well through poses. And again, I do think that this is probably the best that we've seen from Sergio. I don't know, possibly ever. Honestly, he's got to hold in that midsection, though. He's not holding it in. And that's key for a guy like Sergio. Absolutely key that he holds in that midsection. In between transitions, he wasn't doing it. That's it, you guys. The routines are done. We are into the awards. Last chance to get in a vote. Last chance. Tell me where you think these guys will place in the chat. The Undertaker entrance was great. Yeah, it wasn't bad, actually. I didn't mind it. All right, so I'm going to call it here. Louis Breed 5th. I'm going to say Mark Hector in 4th. Sergio in 3rd. I'm going to say Quint Beastwood in 2nd, and Urs taking the win. Crazy to think that. And you know what? I actually got to give a shout out to Mark's Max Muscle as well, because Mark had him winning the show. Again, Mark's Max Muscle with the insane prediction. I got to start listening to that guy more. I mean, I do listen to him. Don't get me wrong. But we got to give it to Mark's Max Muscle. Congrats, man. You were absolutely correct about Urs Kalachinsky. I'm going to owe that guy an imaginary $5. 5th place does go to Louis Breed, taking home the 5th place and $1,000 US. After you pay taxes, more like $700. All right, 5th place for Louis Breed. I'd say he's probably happy with that. In this lineup, I think he's probably happy with that. 4th place. 4th place for Sergio. Okay, 4th place Sergio. Sergio did not expect, I don't think, 4th place. I think he expected 3rd anyway. He didn't look overly happy. No, he did not. Okay. I was wrong as well. Okay. I also had Mark Hector in 4th. Well. 3rd place, Mark Hector. Yep. Okay. I don't mind that. I think the side shots really got Mark Hector a bit of the win. And having a tighter midsection, I think, definitely helped with his overall flow. But we are down to the finals. The top 2. Who's it going to be? 3rd place, Mark Hector. Here we go. 2nd place. And ladies and gentlemen, second place, Quinton Araya, Quint Beastwood. Incredible. Incredible what has just taken place. Quint Beastwood takes second place in his third pro show of the season. Urs Kalaczynski in his first open show, his open debut, taking first place. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I am extremely, extremely impressed. I'm waiting for my buddy Derek to show up in the chat just to chirp me again. He did do it. Your winner of the IFBB Pro League Pro Muscle Italy, Urs Kalaczynski. Unbelievable. Ah. Urs Kalaczynski takes home the win at the IFBB Pro League Pro Muscle Italy competition. His open debut. And if he so chooses, he may go to the 2025 Mr. Olympia. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Urs Kalaczynski. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Your winner. And there's Derek. Yeah. How's it going, man? Honestly, didn't have him. No, you didn't. You had him third or fourth. So Mark's Max Muscle is the real winner here. Again, imaginary $5. That's it. Urs wins. Now, will he choose to go to the Olympia? I don't know. I don't know. That's a tougher call. Apparently, he said that he would not. Whether or not he will decide otherwise now, I don't know. This is the biggest shocker of the 2025 season, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake. This is the biggest shocker of the 2025 season. Let's see what he has to say. Wow. Yeah, Mamma Mia, he says. Indeed. Yeah, Urs is thanks everyone, of course, his coach, his team, partner. Says you're just as good as the team behind you. Absolutely true. Ah, yes, Marcus, his camera guy. A lot of people really like his camera guy, actually. Says he's very happy to be a part of the open bodybuilding. He said he doesn't know, Mr. Okay. We'll see. Ah, he says he's looking forward to going to the Olympia. Okay. No, he says he's going to go to the Olympia. Yeah, he's going to the Olympia. I think he should. Yeah, I think he should. He's qualified. I think he should go. Why not? You know, why not? Didn't think he would do this well here. A lot of people didn't, myself included. So why not go? I agree. Incredible. The biggest surprise of the 2025 season, without a doubt. Now, I don't know about him being in top 10. Your guess is as good as mine at this point. I'll have to sit down and think about that. I spoke with AJ Kelly Robert actually, I think tomorrow, because I have many, many things to do tomorrow for my day job. I think we might try and get in a wrap up tomorrow afternoon. But look, I'm going to wrap this one up. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into the live stream. Just to wrap up a couple of things, I will be appearing on the Lee Priest Unfiltered podcast. We'll be filming that actually in a couple hours. So stay tuned for that. I'll also be on the Ron Harris's new podcast, the Meathead Podcast. The inaugural episode is September 10th. That we're recording. I don't know when that's live actually. So it'll be September 10th. That evening, I think 7 p.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. Check out my Instagram. Check out Ron's Instagram. And make sure to check out BayouMuscles.com. Use code EP10 at checkout. Thank you for everybody for being in the chat. Thank you, Black Patron. I appreciate you being here, man. Thank you very much to everybody. But I am going to wrap up the stream right here. And stay tuned for a video that is going to be very interesting for me wrapping this all up.